Okay, so start by opening up After Effects, new composition, create one. It should be 5 seconds in length, and type in your name. My client's name is Minty. Align it in the center, and make sure the text is Provically, and the font size is 235 pixels. And right click on your text, create shapes from text, create five of these layers. So you do that by Control plus D, and name each one of them uh, like the letters in your name. And now go into Effects and Presets tab, search up stroke, and put that on every single one of them. And select the first one, grab this tool, or you can just press G on your keyboard, and make sure to select this tool creates masks, otherwise it's just gonna create another shape layer. Oh wait, I forgot something. So you have to go inside M and delete everything except M, and select the layer and hold Control and double click on this tool so that it aligns the anchor point. And now after you have that done and have this tool, just try and go about your letter, like trace out your letter, somewhat like this. So you're gonna have something like this, and select the layer, make sure to hide these so that you can see only the M, and check all masks and reveal original image, and increase the brush size until you can see the entire M. About 30. I'm gonna bring this a little lower, and now go to 1 second keyframe end and go to 0 and put 0%. So now you can see the M is forming, and as you can see, like, there is a little bit of like a thing going on here, so we can just move them until that doesn't happen. And over here you can see like it's already overlapping this one. So let's just do this. And now we can see that does not happen, and over here too. Yeah, so just save your project file right now, like after that's done, and just do that for every single letter. And now we have to do the T. So for that, just go into contents, delete these. So now we're at the T, and for that you're gonna have to, like, if you do something like this, it just won't look good because the right one's going first and then the left one. So just delete this mask and make 2 layers out of this. And now what we can do is, for the first one, go from down to up, and for the second one, go from here to here, and for the second one you have to create two masks, so the other one's gonna go from here to here. And now you can just zoom in and sorta make them a little bit more accurate. And now for both of them, just reveal original image and increase the brush size till it fits. And for T2, just do the same thing. About 25. And do the keyframing thing again. And select both of the T's and press U on your keyboard to reveal the keyframes and put 0 on both of them. And over here you can see it still goes right first and then left, so uncheck this stroke sequentially. Oh, not on the T, actually on the T2. So now you can see both of, yeah, so now you can see both of them go together. And what you can do is move this keyframe about 45 frames in, and this one when this one ends, when the other one ends. So now you can see it goes in one wave. And then pre-compose these ones and rename that to T so that like uh, we can understand better. And do the same for Y. One goes from here to here, and on the second one you can make it go from here to here. So I'll be back after I'm done with this. So after you are done with all of the letters, just select the ones that are not composed and select all of these keyframes. Press F9 on your keyboard, right click on them, go into keyframe velocity, put 75 here and 5 over here. So now you can see it goes fast first and then it comes down like really slow. You can see that in the M. And for T and Y, right click on them and go into time, enable time remapping, and go to 1 second, keyframe both of these and delete the end keyframes and just give them the same velocity. And after you're done with that, um, select all of them, press P on your keyboard and separate dimensions for each of them. And now keyframe the Y position in the beginning and take all of these, move them about 40 frames ahead, and keyframe these again and move all of them until you can't see them, until they're out of the screen. So about there, and select all of them, F9 on your keyboard, the same velocity 75 and 5. Now you can see like they come up, and go 4 frames ahead, and put the eye 4 frames ahead of that, and the and 4 frames ahead of eye. And just like that, you can kind of see them coming one after the other. And now grab your text tool again, type in your add rate. So that's Minty VFX for my client, and align it in the center. Hide all of these and create shapes from text again. And name one of them at, the other one V, F, and X. Move these below. And now for the at, make 2 layers, pre-compose them, name it at, and go inside that composition. And in one of the at, first of all we have to delete all of these. And in one of the at, you can delete the top 2, and in the other one you can delete the bottom 2. So now you have the A inside the at and the circle inside the on the at. So now first of all we'll do the circle. Just drag in the stroke preset and make a circle this time. And after you're done with the ring, just go into A, press S on your keyboard for scale, and for this you only need 45 frames, not 1 second, because otherwise it's gonna be like really slow. So go about here, keyframe the scale, put it to 0, F9 on your keyboard, and you first have to do this, hold control and double click on this, and now we can do the scale. And on the previous one put it to 0, F9, and keyframe velocity, make it a little smoother, 75, 75. Yeah, that's way better. And now go into your main composition and do the thing that we did for the MINTY for the V, F, and the X, and I'll be back after I'm done with that. So after I'm done with the VFX, we have something like this. And now what you have to do is hide the ad and the VFX, reveal the Minty, and you have this. And about like here, after the Y has like kind of finished moving, here select all of these, search up X, position, and keyframe all of these, go 25 frames ahead, keyframe them again, or maybe 30, keyframe, yeah. And now reveal the at Minty VFX and move all of these so that they line up with the Minty in the Minty VFX. And now we are gonna have something like this, and this is very linear, so F9, velocity 85, and you're gonna have something like this. Yep, put this one on 0.01, that's the least you can do, and you're gonna have something like this. And as all of these are going, the VFX will be forming. So now when I reveal all of these, you can see something like this. But this doesn't look really nice, so first of all, going to add and move these keyframes a little behind. So now you can see that is still a lot later, so yeah, you can see the ad does look good now. And for the VFX and the ad, go into position, keyframe them on the very first thing, and go 30 frames ahead, just like these ones. And go to the first frame now and move all of these so that, wait, first of all you have to like hide them, hide all of these except the two text that you have, and move the Minty VFX text to the right until it matches the Minty. Yeah, and after that, hide the Minty and bring back the F, the V, and the @ and for some time you can just move these keyframes ahead, and on the first keyframe just move them to match the Minty VFX. So that would be something like this. Yeah, so that's done. And now just bring these keyframes to the start, select them, keyframe velocity 0, 0, 80, and another 0. And now when you hide this and unhide all of the others, you can see something like this. So the VFX and the ad move together with Minty. And after we have that done, we can do the edited by. Grab your text tool, type edited by, select all of it, reduce the size to about 70, maybe 75, align it in the middle, and you can move that above the Minty VFX. And after that, go inside the ad, animate, position, and then in this range selector thing, no, in the animator one, add expression, and inside the expression, go inside the amount, and there's gonna be this text file in the description. Copy this and replace it with uh replace it now. And you also have to go into animator one, expression, and in the amount, uh bring the position to 90, maybe 75. And now we can see the edited by just going up like that, but you don't want it right now. You want it to get the width when the VFX and the art are forming, so bring it about there, maybe a little earlier, and get this rectangle tool and select the edited by, zoom in a little bit and create a mask that goes above the Minty VFX, and now you would have something like this. And after you're done with that, create another composition, bring in the first one, and after everything is done, uh, press on scale, keyframe it, go 30 frames ahead, keyframe it again, go to the previous one, put it to 0, and F9 these keyframes, 70 and 70. Oh wait, I reversed the keyframes, so put this to 100 and this to 0. Make sure we didn't mess up the velocity. Yeah. And now you're gonna have something like this. After that, you have to make another composition, bring in the second one, and copy it 3 times, hide the bottom two, go when the at rate, the VFX and the edit by are showing up, delete it about there, go 25 frames ahead, delete it there, and select this tool, create a mask that looks somewhat like this, and make it as thin as possible. And press M, keyframe the mask path, go to the very last frame, keyframe it again, and move it all the way to here. So now you can see it's gonna be that shine. And after that's done, there's gonna be a preset in the description, and just drag it on top of the top one and the bottom one. And do that, and you're done with the ident. Like there's a lot of shadows and gradients in the text gradients, so it's gonna take a while to render. But just go in your project, select com3 composition, add to render queue, and go into lossless RGB plus alpha, and then just render it wherever you want to render it.